Coronavirus is a disease that attacks the respiratory system. The symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, tiredness, dry cough, shortness of breath, headache, sore throat. Coronavirus spreads primarily through droplets of saliva or discharge from the nose when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Please don't be scared. To prevent infection and to slow transmission of COVID-19, follow the safety precautionary measures placed by the World Health Organization. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water, or clean them with alcohol-based hand rubs. Maintain at least 1 meter distance between you and people coughing or sneezing. Avoid touching your face. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing. Stay home if you feel unwell. Refrain from smoking and other activities that weaken the lungs. Practice physical distancing by avoiding unnecessary travel and stay away from large groups of people. Please don't be scared of the virus. Follow the precautionary measures. Stay home, stay safe.
si a wi'i pullo ko pular waɗi sabu wi'uɗamo pullo leñol ka ɗengal ɗo min harata ko yaari ka diina ko yaari ka dewle ko yaari ka neediji ɗin ko yaari ka gandal ko yaari ka julaaɓe men ɓen ko yaari ka laamuji men e kala pullo e ɓiɗɗo pullo ko woniri e ko jokki ko ɗo hewtoton jange min janno men jannodiren ko ɗum min jangata comme ko yaari hayen ɗindindi men inneteɗi adlam kata suudu ɗo ko e nde awlitande ɗo jangeten jannoton jannodiren jokkodiron e an ka nder suudu men ga e nde awlitande men leñol ko ɗengal alkamisa be alkamisa fuɗɗoto ɗum ila ñande 26 ndun lewru porto innetendu septembre 26 septembre lewru porto homto ɗum watta nder Gambian Talents TV e hombo min jomon on Aissatou Diallo on jarama.
Yeah, I wanted to. That's fine. It's okay. I got it. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Good afternoon. Everybody's around me, so I'm fine. Everyone's ready? We're ready to go? Let me know when you're ready to go. You're ready to go? You're ready to go?
No, give us a few minutes.
Okay. Then let me know.
bi di leen nuyu si lu bari comme nag tey nuñ ko waxee rek ajuma la su ma ne ajuma yéen a ma ko gën a xam man nag may dalal politicien yi ndaanaani jamono ji nag suñu dëkka maanaam seeni dëkki ñëpp di Gambia suñu réew seeni réew yi ñëpp jamono ji nag lu fi nekk dafa bari te lu ñuy wax dafa ëppa waaye dama koy wax rek ni ñu liggéey bi bàyyi wax bi coow bi bari nag kan moo mun sa morom duma kon nag bu boobaa rek xam ngeen ne si suñu Gambian Pride Show indi leen ku mel ni ki nga xam ne nag mooy Papa Njie moom moo mujjee si kër bi balaa ki nga xam ne nag mooy Lamin Bojang mu Gambia Action Party Papa Njie mu PPP tey nag ma indi leen ki nga xam ne nag Marie la moo uyoo Marie M Sock yéen ñu bari nag xam naa ne dina ñàkk ne am na ñi nga xam ne xam nañ ko waaye am na ñi nga xam ne xamuñ ko waaye tey nag dinañ jël li nga xam ne mooy umbi fuut bi takka ko nag ba mu dëgër ubbi ko si daale koo yéen wax naa leen ko fii ku fi nekk bu la nekk politicien dañ la war a xam suñ la xamutee nag doo fi mun a taxaw képp koo xam ne yaa ngi jóg ku nekk si limelight bi dañ la war a xam seet la ba seegaat la xool na yow mi fit nga ku dugga si li nga xam ne nag mooy aar bi parce que dafa yaatu ku jóg rek nee na ma bugg a nekk président waaye dama koy wax rek na jigéeni Gambia nekkun fi dama koy laajte ana jigéen ñi góor ñi rek ay jóg ñu ñuy wax ne dañ bugg a taxaw politique waaye daal kii mooy jigéen ju ñeme kii leen nag nar a ñëw indi waxtaan ak moom si li nga xam ne nag mooy agendaam waaye dina waxtaan ak moom mooy kan ak fan la faaxee ko kon nag Gambia may leen ma seeni noppa ñu bàyyi waxtaan bi tey déglu ko déglu li nga xam ne nag moom la moo wax seen mbokk seen xarit Fatou Samba moo leen toogal fii si office am na nga def.
jaama rek Fatou welcome jërëjëf si li ngeen ñëwee tey pour interview ma di ko nuyul seen plateforme bi di ko nuyul Gambians in the Gambia Gambians yi nekk abroad diaspora di nuyu ñëpp di jaajëfal ñëpp nuyu suma boy si suma ndaw yi suma jigéen yi ak also suma jëkkër yi suma oncle yi suma brothers yi bàyyiwuma kenn lii pour ñëpp la pour Gambia la.
Marie su ma la doon laajte yow yaay kan loo ñuy wax yow yaay kan.
man Marie Sock man Gambian la fii laa juddoo fii laa yaroo maa ngi juddu number 2 Makati Square jóge ko si family Carol and Foster suma maam di Erika Carol jóge ko si Evelyn Foster ak Benoit Carol jóge ko foofu si Marie Faye si ak Ogu Marie Faye nag bokk na si njaayeen yi si fayeen yi njuufeen yi ture yi suñ famille dafa rëy Foster yi ku leen xam-xam nga ne sëy nañ ci jangeen yi jaañeen yi famille bi dafa yaatu ñu jógee foofu ma am famille si soose yi si joolaay yi si ñëpp xeet yëpp pël saraxulli so man foog naa ne soo buggee wax fan laa jógee nañ ne rek si Gambia laa jógee man Gambian laa man dama represent xeet yëpp si Gambia fu nekk laa laal man may Marie Sock.
yow yaay Marie Sock su ma la doon laajte rek si sa education background. loo maa wax.
suma education background dem na high school primary school to high school from high school ma def 2 years in arts because I was very good in art in Gambia. Unfortunately those 2 years fii Gambia duñ ko dee recognize as anything as a degree or whatever. Why def naa ko intensively and suma art projects actually in those days was one of the best exhibit at the education department. And you def a big exhibition about it. From Lolu, unfortunately, suma pa failed ma pour ma dem college. My ambition was to continue to Senegal. But unfortunately at that time, mu ne naa fail suma boppa.
So Gambia, yan school nga jaar?
St. Joseph's Primary and St. Joseph's High School. And then I went to this art institute, I think it was by Marina Parade. That was 2 years of that. From Lolu, man ma jël ko suma boppa jàngal suma boppa yu bari certify suma boppa see anything that was software, anything that was computers. In those days, computers are hewangut si Gambia, but I think ñun ñooy one the first people, especially in the 1989, put amfi computers and stuff like that. So ma train suma boppa certify si lolu when it comes to all the computer softwares and stuff like that. I have certificates from that. Diko dugal nak si business. Door na modeling si Gambia because Ladies and gentlemen, here the press. This is Meet the Press. I welcome you all in my house here. And on this journey of mine. Today, I take this as an opportunity to speak to my Gambian women and youths, and also Gambia as a whole, and Gambians all over the world, to announce my aspiring presidential candidacy. This is a journey for me and for all women of Gambia. This is a journey for the youths of the Gambia because I stand for them. I represent the women of Gambia, and I'm representing the youths of the Gambia for a better change. We call it the Vision 2021. We call it the revolution of change for all the women and youths of the Gambia. I'm not going to be long. I'm just doing this as an introduction and as an announcement. For the 2021 vision for Gambia to move forward and for the women of Gambia to be recognized and be respected in the world and in the Gambia, I'm also standing for the youths with the same agenda and the same notion. On that note, we are going to work on 10 cardinal pillars on ways and the know-how to move Gambia forward for the next 10 years. We are going to work, like I said, on the 10 cardinal pillars, which are the economy of the country, education, medical health, women empowerment, the youth empowerment, which is women and youth empowerment, price regulation, agriculture development, infrastructure, crime, job creation, and increment of minimum wage in the Gambia. I cannot go deep on all these aspects that we're going to work on in the when we, if God blesses us and we take office. But one thing I can assure you, each of these cardinal pillars have been researched, have been worked on, and we have youths with us that are doing the editing of the manifesto with us. We have a roadmap, and this is the roadmap that will guide us to work and fix this country and turn Gambia around. I am just here as the captain on a ship. I'm just here to steer the wheel. I can only steer the wheel to a right course. And I'm doing that for the youths of the Gambia because they don't have voice. I want the youths to start having voices. I want the girls, the young girls, to start speaking up, coming out, show your talent, show who you are, be bold, but be bold in a positive way. I'm gonna steer this ship, but as I'm standing on the steering wheel, I need every woman, every Gambian woman, every African woman to stand with me. I want the youths of the Gambia and the youths of Africa to stand with me because these are our children. These are our grandchildren. These are our sisters, our brothers, and we need to make sure their future is written. If we don't do this, we will fail as an African nation. I came back to Africa because I believe Africa is the next thing. That is why the next scramble for Africa is now. And we Africans should be the ones scrambling for our own. We cannot let the outside come back and scramble this time. Because this time around, if we allow it, we will all sink. Africa will not have a future. So I talk to everyone today. I talk to all my women. We stand today in solidarity to make that change. Talking about our women and our kids, we will never forget our husbands, our brothers, our uncles, our fathers, and our grandfathers to stand with us because we need you beside us to move our country forward and to move Africa forward. We need to change the game. We need to end corruption. We cannot end it 100%. But slowly and surely, we can make a change. Give us a chance with the woman to set it right. And for that, I say, welcome, my brothers and sisters, my daughters, my sons, my mothers, my grandmothers, my aunties, stand with me. Thank you. I'm open for any questions you may have.
Thank you very much for your delivery. For the benefit of most of the people who are not in this country and want to know you more, can you tell us more about yourself? We know you to be a good entrepreneur and you do some other things. We'd like to know more about you.
Well, it depends what you want to know about me. I've done a lot of things in my lifetime. And this is one of the reasons, or this is one of the things I tell the youths, especially young girls that look up to me and said, Auntie, I want to be just like you. I said, what are you doing right now? What is your age? They would tell me I'm 25. I said, well, at the age of 20, I used to bring about a ton of pineapples every week or every other week from Conakry and supply the hotels. I said, so what have you done so far? You see? And the reason why I'm saying that, to show them that at an early age, I was already in the mindset of accelerating whatever it is I want to do, excel in what I do. So I've been an entrepreneur most of my life. I've worked with companies. I'm educated here. I worked here in the Gambia. I tell people Europe didn't make me, America didn't make me. It is Gambia that made me. Gambia has wealth, and our youth have to understand that. That way you will not have to go outside to seek something that is not. When you work in your own country and you deliver in your own country, trust me, you will make more than you are making outside. You will not have to clean the toilets to make money outside. You will have to be in your own country and do better. And for that, I don't know if that sums it all for who I am. Like I said, I'm Gambian born, raised, worked here prior to living here, living the country. And I only left because my ex doesn't live here. He lived in Europe. But people that know me know that it is Gambia that made me.
My name is Gumbo and I work for the foreign newspaper.
Yes.
I mean, the question that I have is like, the US 2021 presidential election is getting momentum. I mean, and you are just coming as an experienced independent candidate to host the 2021 election. Are you hoping to form an alliance or to join a political party? Are you open to that?
Like I said yesterday, I had an interview with one of the networks, which is the Gambia Talent Network, and I did emphasize that I am not looking to go. That means I'm not looking to go and join. I'm looking for them to endorse me. The reason why I say that is because I feel if they endorse me and I'm standing independent, I can break that barrier of political divide.
What strategy do you have in place?
What do you mean, what strategy do I have in place?
If you are elected, I mean, if they give you support and you are elected, I mean, and if all political parties give you support and they allow you to lead, how will you transform this country?
Well, I cannot do it alone. Anyone that tells you they can do it alone is a lie. That is one of the reasons I'm calling on all the political parties to stand with me so we can all work together. In that office, we are only less than 2 million inhabitants. Trust me, we all have a place there to work as a team so that this nation can go forward. All these plans, all these 10 cardinal pillars I mentioned to you can be implemented. Some of them are already on ground. It's just to enhance them. Instead of having just one university, we can have 3 universities. Instead of having 1 city, we can have 3 cities. Instead of having 1 college or 2 colleges, we can have colleges in every region. That way people can stay where they are. That way people don't have to travel. We can build and develop the schools in the villages. We can create schools that have flush toilets, for example. Kids don't have to walk to school anymore, kilometers to go to school. Kids can stay right there, have a bus or transportation to go to school. We can fix our hospitals, our medical system. The reason why COVID-19 is a mess right now, we don't even have a proper hospital. It's private sectors like TAF that is building something in partnership with others for in case we have an emergency on COVID-19. This shouldn't be the case. You go to the provinces right now. I have call from the provinces right now. If somebody has COVID-19, they don't even know how to get them out. If they have corona, they don't even know how to get them out from their house to the highway because it's a long, cart ride. I'm not talking about car. I'm not talking about a bike, cart, a donkey cart ride to the highway. So by the time, imagine you have corona and you're about to die, and they put you on that donkey cart. Have you ridden a donkey cart before? Have you sat on a donkey cart?
Yes.
Yeah. So imagine somebody sitting on a donkey cart all that ride to the highway, what do you expect will happen to that person under the heat that has no cover? Just for a moment, get that scenario in your head. That person might lose their life before you make it to the highway to get a car to take them to the nearest hospital, which probably is another, a mile, how many miles before they can make it.
Okay, thank you very much. I am Kewa Ansumane. I am from Chronicle News Agency. Madam, right now we have a lot of political parties that are preparing very seriously towards the race for State House in 2021. And the fact that you did not register or you didn't have a registered political party, you want to bank on the support of the existing political parties. How optimistic are you that these political parties will give you their full backing? The other thing that I wanted to add there is women, has been stereotyped when it comes to domestic politics here, and then this is a very big challenge, during the former regimes. I mean, how ready are you to weather this storm, of changing the mindset of the Gambian people to see you as a potential presidential candidate in the next coming election?
I will answer your first question, which is, yes, I am not just banking on political parties to endorse me. I think I have enough youths behind me and I have enough women behind me to make a big difference in this country. But I feel that coming together and them seeing that I'm a woman and standing and seeing all the youths and the women behind me, it will make sense to join my alliance. Your second question about women in politics. I'm doing this for the women because we are, like you said, we are stereotyped. We should be in the house to cook. Those days are over. It's the 21st century. You as a man asking that question. You alone cannot work and take food to your house anymore. Your salary cannot pay for your whole children to eat and have a proper diet. So imagine your wife working with you. That's almost 50-50 or 60-40, regardless, she's helping you. Your family, your children will look better. Their mindset will be better. They can now learn, they can study, they can accelerate in school because everything is enough, is satisfactory at home. The generations are changing. The young women are changing. I'm looking around here. How many journalists are here that are female? Young women, young female. In the old days, even journalism was just for men. And it has changed. And we need to move with that. Gambia has to come out of this mediocrity and out of all this, oh, this is what we know. The moment you put yourself in that hole, you can never get out of that box. We need to get out of that box and start looking at neighbors. Look at neighboring Senegal. I remember when Senegalese used to come here to buy, to party, to eat, everything was done from Gambia. And now we are traveling there to even get our medical. We are traveling there for everything that we need because it is not here. Over 50-something years, it's getting worse. It's going backwards. And I think it is time for us women to stand up and help our men. Because when you have a problem, the first person you will go to is your mother. She might not be able to tell you anything or advise you, but one thing she can do is comfort you where you begin to feel like a man again and go out there and try again. So I think it is time we help you to stand up again as men and then put you back out there.
I am Jana from Gambian Challenge TV.
Yes.
Who is funding your campaign? And secondly, sometimes Gambian politics can be very funny, the way they brand each other. So are you ready? Because that is believed to have some impact in the person, this kind of name you are called sometimes. So how ready are you to accept that life? How ready are you? How prepared are you to live that life of criticism and being called all sorts of names? Thank you.
Thank God I've been, like I said before, I've been modeling. When you're doing modeling or you're sitting somewhere and they're putting makeup, you have a crowd around you. So I have zero problems, with that. I have people who will talk negative about you. I have people who will say positive about you. You just have to develop a thick skin. I tell people, if you know Chicago, I'm from Chicago. you know. And we from Chicago, in the business arena in Chicago, trust me, there are sharks out there. You have business tycoons that they don't have time to say even hello, how are you? Apart from hi, they sit down. It's either you broker the deal or you don't have anything to say. So I come from that thickness, you know, and traveling all over the world, I've been stereotyped, but I don't look at that. My ex used to say, may his soul rest in peace, that anyone that looks down on you is because they are being looked down upon. And with that in my mind, I have been going like that, and that is what I want to inspire everybody here today. Anybody that talks down on you or looks down on you is because they themselves are being looked down upon. So I am ready. Well, every campaign, even all over the world, when you look at campaign, it is not yourself that funds your campaign. People that believe in you, people that trust you or see your aspiration and your boldness and your confidence, they will come out and they will support you. Yes, we have our little cover, our little change, but I know for sure we will get endorsements everywhere.
My name is Kamara from the Fatu Network. I have a question. I think I have like 3 questions. The other question, my question is, as an aspiring leader, do you have an inside knowledge of the debt level of this country? And then, what is your take on that? My other question is, what is your take on homosexuality? The other thing is, can you give a concrete example of, from your past on how you have contributed to the development of this country? And the other one is, you talked about...
That's 4. You said 3 questions.
Okay,
it's going beyond 3.
One. Because you talked about being there, like wanting to be there for the youth and all that. So what is your plan to address the root cause of youth migration in this country? Thank you.
Okay, your first question was...
About the debt.
Okay. I've been, like I said, I grew up in the Gambia, I lived in the Gambia, I stayed in the Gambia, and I made business in the Gambia. So, that was in the Jawara regime to the former president, Yahya Jammeh regime. So I've seen the Gambia, where it was and where it went and where it is still going. And I've been on ground since 2013, and I've seen what has been going on, as far as culture, as far as our youth, as far as behavior, as far as government behavior to the people. And I think I have a big knowledge of, you know, the root of our problem. This is one of the reasons I can do what I am doing today, because I am here and I see. No one can tell me what I don't know. No one can call me and say, are you in Gambia? You see what is happening? I am here. I've been here. If I travel, it's for a month or 2 months, then I come back, because I don't want to miss anything. Because through that is what I can build off of. If I was not here, I cannot build off of that. I have to see to be able to build. Now, the next question was homosexuality. Homosexuality has become the most touching topic or sensitive topic in our society. And it will be because of our cultures and our values. And on that note, I also want to flip on the other side and tell you about actuality of what is really happening in our society today. Gambia has tourism. We live off of tourism. We have zero idea what kind of tourists are coming into our country. We have zero ideas of who and who is not a pedophile. We have our children, our little boys, out there in the Senegambia Strip, outside by the beach, going out with tourists. You don't know what they're going to do with them. All we know, they am hari to tubab. But you don't know tomorrow. We're going to have what we have now is corona pandemic. I don't pray it for Gambia, but in the next 20 years, you're going to see another pandemic. And that pandemic is an ugly one. So we have to decide to start sensitizing people of what it is, because sometimes abuse in the house can turn somebody from a regular guy to a homosexual. At the end of the day, I look at everyone as a human being, as a boy and a girl. Our girls are being raped. We have one of our renowned lady, and she said she's a bisexual, and we're all surprised. We will be surprised when they go out to Europe and they come out. And then we are ashamed that, oh, they're Gambians. But we shouldn't be. We should embrace them, because at the end of the day, that's your brother. That's your sister. You don't know why they went there. You don't know what happened. You have to start sensitizing yourself. You have to understand the depth of all this. It didn't just happen. You didn't just wake up and say, I'm a homosexual. No. Get to the root of the problem. We need to create situations where we can talk to people and sensitize them so that they will understand. When you have a friend that comes from abroad that is not a friend, you don't know what that friend is doing with your kids. And all comes because of poverty and accepting handouts. When somebody is giving you something, trust me, they want something back. And we have our zero system to monitor this. Anywhere in the world, they have the records of the pedophiles. Anywhere in the world, it is there. But we don't have the technology to tap into that so that when they arrive at our airport, when you scan their passport, automatically there's a red flag. So this is not an issue of do we accept or we don't. Because we do have guys who came out and said they are. They have families. They're a brother of somebody. This is a sister of somebody. Get to the root of the problem before you start judging. Get to the root of the problem before we cast aside. Get to the root of the problem, why this girl is a prostitute. Why? Get to the why and then talk about the how to fix it. That is what I believe in. The other question, sorry.
The other question is, can you give a concrete example of where you have contributed to the development of this country from your past? And the other one is, what is your plan to address the root cause of youth migration?
Well, in the past, like I said, we worked for a company, or I was part of a company called the Luis Diaz de Lusada. My ex was there. We did a lot of contribution on his behalf here in the country. I myself have contributed in helping a lot of people. I cannot, of course, sit here and talk about it. And I have contributed in the economy in the sense that I was a businesswoman. I was supplying, of course, I was selling, I was making money. But through that also, I could help in my little capacity on people, on general, general populace. I was young then, so the only thing I can do is helping individuals and people and stuff like that and families. Now coming back, I decided to do it on a bigger scale. Like I said, I tried to do modeling, and then I realized Gambia is not ready even for the modeling industry. The girls are not ready. I sensitized them. I talked to them. I created a platform called the Miss Senegambia platform. It's a pageantry, but it's a sensitized. It's a how do you call it? It's a reality type show where girls will learn about ethics, where girls will learn a lot of things about how to comport themselves, how to be able to, get into the international market without, prostituting themselves, and be also responsible and taking account of being accountable for what you do. In that aspect as well, I did wrestling matches for the young guys. You're talking about backway, why they're going backway and what I think about backway. Yes, our boys will go backway because, look around you. There's nothing on the table. There's no platform. They have not created, there's no platform. You come back even from back where you're lost. Apart from the stipend they gave you, what else? There's a lot of issues, and we have to create the foundation here. That is why I create the wrestling match, because not every guy can go into a forum or a seminar to listen before they give them something for, for them not to go to backway. Some of them cannot even read the word forum or seminar. So who are the masses? I go to the masses. Some of them have talent, like a wrestling talent. And I created a platform for them to showcase their talent because they work hard for it. They're resilient. They're very disciplined. You'll be surprised how wrestling is so disciplined because you have to learn moves and ways to, to conquer your opponent. So these are things that I've done. I've also empowered some villages here that I go, individuals, again, families. I've worked with young people. For example, there's one right here. She has a little farm that she was doing. I tried to help her and teach her how to do business and I train people in my office here for free so that they understand what it is to, especially customer service, which we lack completely in the Gambia. If you want to buy something today, the person is aggressive to you instead of being, trying to sell her way. And then we wonder why, people from Senegal or from Nigeria are here and selling, and everybody goes to them because, for example, you go into a Nigerian shop, they will never let you go out without buying something. So there's a lot of things lacking, and these are things that I tap into. It's a lot of things. I'm everywhere. I'm doing a lot of things. But at the same time, I said to myself, even if it's one person that I help, at least I've made a difference. And that is what matters.
Your
Hello, excuse me. Excuse me. Please try to ask one question at a time, so that she can be able to. And before you ask, please raise your hand so that it's not random. Thank you.
My name is Sarah from BOD. You've mentioned a whole lot of areas that you would like to tackle. We've had it all. This is not the first time. Political parties have come, promises, promises, promises. We've had it all. I don't think there is nothing new that you have mentioned today. One, how realistic and achievable your vision is, and what makes you special apart from being a woman?
Okay. First of all, when you look at, let me take the hospitals, for example. Let me just take a hospital. That's one of the things that we're going to work on. The hospital already exists, but we have one major hospital. We don't have any other hospital. You know, look at the regions, there's nothing. So we can now try, we have money, because if they can take out $10 million out of nowhere, that means that there's money. We can fix that hospital. This COVID-19, we would have prepared an area in the hospital just dedicated to COVID-19. You understand? We didn't have to even go anywhere, and then build some other sub-region one so that for people in that area. So we can use what we have and enhance what we have and fix what we have. Then from there, you go to the provinces. Like I said, we cannot focus everything in the city. There are other villages. They cannot travel from there to Banjul. I witnessed things. I was with somebody who was giving birth, and we went to the hospital and the nurses were sleeping. The nurses were sleeping at 12 o'clock at night on the reception with, how do you call it, the mosquito net. You understand? And I had to wake them up, and I said, who are you? They said, well, we are the nurses. I said, and you are sleeping? They said, no, we are not sleeping. It's because of mosquito. I said, my friend, you are sleeping because I was standing here for a long time. This woman is about to give birth. I said, you need to get up because she's on. Okay. And then they took us to a room. It's full of blood. It's not cleaned. And this is not a public hospital. It's a private hospital. You understand? It's a clinic for pregnant women. And there's blood from another lady on the floor. That is nasty. I'm a woman. Then from there, they text, they poke, they test, they poke. We have to take her to Banjul. So if we had to take her to Banjul, why couldn't you tell me that before? Why do we have to do all this? Now you tell me she has to go to Banjul. Why can't she deliver here? Then you start, oh, no, because I think she's so far, she's not this, and we cannot do it here. The doctors are all in Banjul. My friend, refer me to Banjul then. Went to Banjul. The ambulance was there before me. They went in. They ignored her. She was laying there. Nurse is sitting there, taking her time and writing. My friend, I'm there. What are you doing? Well, I'm writing. Did they bring a patient here? Her name is so-and-so. Yes, they did, but I'm busy writing. I said, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, and an ambulance brought somebody here. You need to stop what you're doing. This writing you can do later. This is a report. Get up and see what is wrong with her. Fix her, treat her, stabilize her, then come back and write. Then they start, ki hana kanla, hana lanamla. No, I don't have to be anything to her because everyone should be treated equal. You don't have to look at me to judge me to be able to treat the person that's laying there. She could have died. Do you know why the ambulance brought her? Then you brought her as an ambulance and you didn't bring anything. You didn't bring the paperwork. They don't have any paperwork to follow. I had to tell them everything. I had to tell them what to do. I had to go back to my patient. And this is the lady that works for me. This is the lady that feeds me. This is the lady that makes sure when I come, Auntie Marie Nakangadef, Lokabugati, for me, she's my family. And it doesn't matter who she is. Then I did it. It doesn't matter. Monday. These things, we can fix it. It doesn't take a rocket science not to fix that. We already have it. We have the money too. And we have enough aid coming with materials and stuff that can enhance it. So it's not about whether I can do it or not. It's common sense. It's there. Then you talk about what again? Women. Because I'm a woman, I can do it. I'm special because I know what is on ground from Jawara regime to now. People, maybe you don't know me because you're young. But your parents or grandparents know me. I'm not from today. This is why I can stand because I know what is on ground.
A lot of people are watching. They don't know who you are.
Yes, I am Marisok.
My name is Anthony Descamara from K5. You are the second female aspirant we've seen for the West also after Dr. Asim We know politicians will come with their promises. That's it. They will promise to build bridges when there is no river. We've seen when Dr. Asim was coming, he also promised to build the Ghanaian economy to strengthen the health sector. And now, if the governments come calling for your assistance, I mean the current government, are you ready to work with them to synchronize your ideas with theirs to develop it?
This is one of the reasons we have it on our manifesto, because we feel this is not about the presidency. This is not about going to State House. I lived all my life in a house like a State House. It's not about that. It's about how we can fix this country. And yes, if they want to work and they walk through with these cardinal pillars and this stuff, then yes, we can work together, because if we say we are working to take this Gambia forward, then we all should be able to do that together. Now, when 3 years Jotna came, nobody touched them. Government didn't touch them. You didn't touch them. Journalists didn't touch them. I touched them with a few of my people, with a few of my team, and we make it happen, and we spoke to them. If I can do that, and everybody was scared to do that, then you know I can do even more than that, because at that point, everybody thought the Gambia was going in flames. People were running away. Everybody was running away. The tourists, nobody came, but we touched it.
My name is Fatou Samba, and I work for the Gambian Talents TV. My question I want to ask in Wolof. Ñu bari ñu ne da nga dugg ci politique bi pour buzz. Dugguloo ci politique bi pour defar dëkk bi, waaye da nga bëgg a dugg rek ci politique parce que xam nga ne doo win, parce que fii dëkk bi góor jigéen mënu fee jël réew mi. Yow nag nga bëgg a ñëw toog ñeneen ñi nag yaa ngi ut buzz, ñu bëgg a xam nag lan mooy ci sa tontu.
Waaw, xam nga ñi ko wax xamuñ ma. Waaye su fekkee ne ndaw lañ, nañ dem ñu laay seen yaay yi ak seen papa yi man maay kan. Nañ laaj ndem si yàlla Saa Dawda yal na ko yàlla yërëm kilifa bu baax. I think I left my mark in Gambia. Man ñi ma xam bari nañ, waaye of course you guys are young, so xamu leen ma. Waaye ñi ma xam nañ ne bi ma am buzz du tey. So it's not about buzz. You understand? I've done everything I want to do in my life. I thank God for that. I thank God I have been who I want to be. I thank God I was a woman in Spain where the Spanish said, La morena más guapa en las Islas Canarias, meaning the most beautiful black woman in the Canary Islands. So that already is a buzz. So right now, it's not about buzz. I've passed that. I give it to you guys because you guys are coming up. My agenda is to make Gambia go forward because I've traveled, I've seen. I want this country to be like that. I want to be proud of my country. And I think we can do it. And women, like I said, will always be stereotyped. Right now, because I am a woman, they're going to say, let's see what she got. Let's see her paperwork. Let's make sure she got this. Let's make sure she got that. But we are all forgetting when all these other presidents that are male that we are going in, nobody scrutinized them. But, hey, I will take the beating because I'm a mother.
Some people are believe that you were sent by Gambians from the diaspora to come and claim the democracy that we have in the country. What's your take on that?
If the Gambians in the diaspora had sent me, I don't think I'll be sitting here since 2013. And I don't see them paying my feeding or sending me money to eat or to drink. Most of them, when I was even in America, I didn't know them. I only knew a few. One of them was my accountant. You know, and he's a Gambian. I came to learn he's a Gambian, so I worked with him because I felt, hey, this is my brother. I have to work with him and patronize him. You know, so some of them, there's a funeral I went in Chicago, and I came to realize that his family, I didn't even know. But it's through my accountant, I knew them. So no Gambian in the diaspora has sent me. We need to stop banishing the diasporans, because I swear, even right now at COVID-19, I know a lot of diasporans who are working so hard and sending money back home. You understand? These are your brothers, these are your sisters, and they care for the country. They all want to come home one day, but they all want to come home to a home that they know they're part of. No one's paying my bills. You understand? No one sent me. But like I said, all this will come up. I had even somebody said, oh, I know this woman. I used to see her whenever I come to Europe. I go and visit her. She was living in one tiny house in Bartes. My friend, I've been gone for over 25 years. And who did you visit? Are you sure it was me? But these are the things I'm talking about. And let us embrace our diasporan brothers and sisters, because they are your brother and sister. We are all one.
I am Suleiman.
Let her finish.
We want to know what's your take on the draft constitution.
Well, like I said, it's a draft constitution right now. That's why it's called a draft. Let's see the final, what comes out. There are things that are there, which I think if a president can sit for 2 terms, I think that is great because that is an international, everybody recognizes that. And we're talking about the diaspora again, dual citizenship and all that, and I think they should be included. We talk about, secularism or non-secularism. Let us not divide Gambia. Let us try to be the Gambia that we have always been, regardless of religion, regardless of tribe, regardless of all of that. When we start putting certain things that was never existing in our system, in our culture, it will affect us. It will affect us because now we're beginning to separate things or until the draft is final. I feel that people should just kind of wait. If you want to be part of the team to edit that draft constitution, then you need to be part of that team and send your request or your recommendations. And then hopefully when the final draft is out, we will see what happens. But for now, I think we need to just work together and try not to put things that don't belong to Gambia. Because some of these things from this constitution are not from Gambia, and it's being implemented. So we need to look at all these things.
I am Suleiman, one freelance journalist. The Gambia has been highly polarized, been extremely divided by tribal politics. Almost every tribe is claiming to own a particular political party. And in your interview with Party Network recently, you said one of your principal concerns will be to unite Gambians. I would like you to tell Gambians how will you reunite the country.
One of the things I said in all my interviews was to bring Gambia together. That is one of the reasons I call on the parties to endorse me, because I feel we need to stop separating ourselves with color. When you live in Europe and you live in America, you're divided by color. You're black, you're white, you're this, you're that. And we come here in our own country where we are all black and we are now separated by colors. Because what? Because these are political ambitions. And they create this political divide to confuse you. But I think the youth here, I'm sitting here and I'm seeing everybody with technology. I think you guys are smarter. You guys know what it is. You know what the time is. You understand? Let no political color divide you. If I'm in office today, I don't mind to work with anybody. If you like, you can wear yellow, you can wear green, you can wear purple, you can wear orange. Whatever you wear, I don't care. Just come and we work. That is the only way this country will go forward. It cannot be that when this color is in office, everybody have to be from that party. It shouldn't work like that because the talents are different. We all have our political views. There are some that are actually in no, I've seen people that come to me, I'm sorry, I'm not in any political party. So what about those people? What about the ones that are in no political parties? There's a lot of them because of all this, what we are doing right now. And we need to embrace everyone because you might not be in any political party, but my friend, maybe you're fit to be office to help the Gambia go forward. So what about those people? And we need to get out of that. This is just getting too much. There are so many political colors and political everything to the point where IEC even ran out of colors. That just tells you, come on, let us come together as one people, one nation, and work and develop this country. This is why I'm calling on all the youth, because I feel that you guys are aware. And if you guys are aware and you have parents or mothers that don't understand what you're doing, you can translate, you can make them understand so that they can stand with you, so that you can have a future and your children can have a future. And my grandchildren can have a future in this country as well.
Okay, I am Usman Emanuel, correspondent Mamus TV. Politics is a day-to-day activity, and there's no point in doing politics without impacting into the society or into the youth. If I may ask, you did talk about youth empowerment. How are you going to impact on the youth?
Well, first, you have to look at the areas that we are weak in as far as, Gambia is concerned. You look at our education system. The education system that we have in Gambia has, It has really reduced the youth's, the capacity that we are supposed to have. When you start, even the dropouts, youths that are dropping out or they dropped out because of financial reason, because their parents cannot pay or whatever, these can be rehabilitated and go back to school to further their education. We should be able to have youths that are in business, they want to do business. We should be able to empower them. We don't have any loan system in the Gambia for our people. We don't have any, incentive for them to be able to advance. Not everyone can go back to school. Some are entrepreneurs just like me. And we need to facilitate that. We need to make sure they come up with projects so that we can help them get this done and support them. You're a journalist. Maybe you have a small TV. We need to enhance that so you become renowned. So we know that, hey, you know what? This was the young woman that she's an aspiring so-and-so. We need to help her. We need to give scholarships to the right people, not just to our family members because we're in office. We need to give it to aspiring young people so they can go out and further their education. So there's a lot of things that we have. I cannot share everything because this is my roadmap and my manifesto. And as we go along, we bring it out. We have almost 2 years, a year and some months to go. And you have to allow me also to be able to keep some things for myself. But once this manifesto is done and all of you read it, you'll see that I'm not just talking. I am about change. My mother was an educationist, my family, they have been teachers and nurses and doctors in this country. And I think if I call a few names, you guys will understand where I'm coming from. And you guys will know that what I'm talking is not just talk because they did it and I know I can do it. Yes.
Please. Last two questions, please. Please, last two.
You must be following the development about the COVID-19 in the country.
Yes.
What is your take on President Barro's government handling the way they are handling the pandemic in the country, and what will Marisok's government have done differently?
Well, you see, preparedness is everything. And this has nothing to do only with the President Adama Barrow government. It's everybody, you understand? I think we all should have been prepared because when COVID-19 came to Africa, all you saw on the media was people making jokes about it in Africa. And this is not only Gambia, this is just Africa as a whole. We didn't take it seriously. We felt, oh, it's hot. The sun is hot. And, we are black. If we can live with dirt, we can live. Let Corona come. No, it is not like that. We need to stop these things. We need to look at what other countries are doing and be prepared. You understand? This is not, when I tell people, government is not there to be able to do everything. We the people are the government. And if you keep saying that you the people are the government, then you too have a responsibility in your society together. And then you help government. Once they see you doing, they will now say, the people are doing, we have to even do more. You understand? And help them. Because this is not just, if you look at other countries, it is not just the president and the ministers working. Look at other countries. You're watching TV every day. When you watch TV, watch the positive things. Don't watch the negative. Watch the positive. And everybody's up. Everybody's doing something about it. Big companies are sponsoring. They're donating. They're helping. We cannot just fold our hands and then say, it is wrong. I cannot down, like I said, I'm not here to down anyone. I'm not here to down a sitting president because we all have to give him his due respect regardless whether he's doing or he's not doing. That is his respect. Kilifa denko may chiram, kilifa denko dolel, kilifa denko hamga, denko joh liko war. You understand? Sa voice moy bes bi nga vote. Su fekkee ne li mo def neexu la, what he's doing you don't want it, you don't like it, he didn't do well. You have the power in your voter's card. That is your power, that is your voice. All these insults and all, this is not your power. Your power is that paper. Some of them are talking, people are talking and negatively, but at the end of the day, they don't even have a voter's card or they cannot even vote. Your power is your voice, and your voice is that card.
So what will your government have done differently?
Well, like I said, we are always on the internet. We are with media. We are on the time. We know what is happening. We would prepare just like everybody else. We'll make sure, like I said before, I said it earlier, that the hospital alone, we can go there and revamp everything, see how we can set space for COVID-19, go to the regions, see that if you don't have a hospital, contract one contractor. Look at TAF. TAF did that little hospital in just less than 2 weeks. So if he can do that, we can do the same in all the other regions and prepare so that the people have faith and know that, hey, if anything happens, we have a base. But there's absolutely none of that ready. So I would be prepared because I like to always think ahead. Just like I said here before, I have plan A and I have plan B. In my life, I always have plan A and plan B. So I'm not caught off guard.
Yes, please. I want to know whether she speaks Mandinka.
No, she cannot speak Mandinka.
No, you cannot say so.
Just
Sorry, Keva.
Allow her. Yes. You cannot say so.
I'm just joking.
I can speak a little Mandinka. Sumole abije. Kotanante abije. Ikebale. Ibamale. Ah.
Last question, please. Last question. Yes. Last question. Is it from you?
No, it's from
I said hello in Mandinka. That is Mandinka. What else do you want to ask?
Okay,
Ask
after
me.
her, last one,
Say
please.
in Mandinka because we have been.
Say it. Some words I understand, but say it. If I don't understand, then we clarify it.
So, assalamu alaikum. Felen di mbijang lafti enyinin kala menna wala nyindi ko afelen di defanan keda muso di me yana ko findi dana pour kan ni dabula banko la politiko to malon mune de sawaren di pour ka findi pour fanayelo yi dabula nyo se yo ato me yalon ko anyanta kala jar 2021 carte fa men yalon ko kala ya fa mo.
Okay. I might not be able to answer that in Mandingo.
Yes, if you can try.
No, I cannot answer that completely in Mandingo. I don't want to insult anybody. But I understood what you said. I'm doing it for the women and I'm doing it for their children. Ning pour le domalem, dindingolem, pour musukebalem, ke manyulu, inkoto manyulu, this is for, all of them. And this is the time for all of them to come up and they can stand for themselves as people. It's not about being a Mandingo. It's not about being a Wolof or a Jola and all that. This is about all of us coming together as one. I go to the villages and they know I cannot speak, but we play around and we laugh. She knows. So, but I get along. I don't have issues with that. And they accept me just for who I am. And that is what is most important. Eventually it will come. I've been gone for a long time. It's now even my Wolof is getting a little bit better. But, when you go a long time, you come back and you speak a little bit, and you get into the community and little by little, and I've been doing that. So I thank God for that. And like I said, this is for them. And let us not stereotype ourselves and put us in a category, I'm a Mandingo. No, now Mandingos are married to everybody, to the Akus, to the Jola. We are all mixed. We are all multicultural. And this is one of the reasons I speak in English, because it's our so-called national language, which can help all of us to understand each other on a common ground.
Okay, I think I have to come back to the first question that I asked you. That is the Gambia right now.
Well, we need to get other people chances.
Yeah, please, last one from you, please.
Yeah, that's the last question.
Yeah.
According to research, the Gambia, you will understand.
to ask questions. We are here to ask.
Yeah, go ahead. You can. Everybody will ask. Please.
Okay,
But I
according
also
to
have a
research, you will understand that the Gambia is, carried a huge load of loans. So imagine you are the president tomorrow. What would you do? What do you think would be the steps to take to address this?
I said it before, like everything that I am saying, I said it before. I said that we have a lot of renegotiating to do. We need to go back to the drawing board and see what these loans were about, how they were done, what kind of negotiating they did, what kind of agreement there was, look at the agreements and see how we can sit down and renegotiate those terms. Not that we have terms and interest rates and stuff like that that is going to carry us all the way to our, our future generation, and we need to find ways to stop that now. So yes, the next president that's going to sit is going to have a lot of work to do, because they have to go back to that drawing board and see exactly how big the damage is and try to rectify that damage by renegotiating.
Madam, the question is from them, but you have to face the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, just here, Sarah here from BOD again. Just going back to your statement, you said government cannot do everything. I was just curious, why, because we are the government, and obviously the government will have challenges. Even when you say
Yes.
it will still, challenges will still get you there.
Yes.
Why did you feel the need to go independent instead of with all the skills that you said you have gotten? Why didn't you feel the need to join the government or join one of the political parties or the expert? Why did you feel the need to say, hey, I need to change, but I need to do it as an independent candidate instead of joining the government or other political parties?
Well, you cannot just come and go and join the government entity or the government, body, as far as officials and stuff like that. You know, you come to the country, you're away for so long, everybody's waiting to see what you can do for country. Everybody's waiting to see what you can do on help. So sometimes people like us, we tend to work individually as business or as a charity and help the society, help the people, because that also is government. You know, if we say we the people are the government, then we all have to put in our quota. And I think I've done that. I've done it by myself with my team. We've worked a lot. Every year we impact a place, a school, a hospital. We've done our quota in this country. We've worked very hard with a lot of people, charity-wise, and also supporting them. So yes, as that part of government, which is the people, I've done my quota on that. Now, the reason why I went independent, I said I want to work with everyone. If I go into office today, there are people who are capable in that office. There are lots of people that are capable in that office, and they've been taking this country on for a long time. So you can't just go and say, I'm just the only one here and fire. No, you work with everybody. And this is why I'm calling on everyone to work with me. I'm calling on everybody to work with us, because I think that is the way forward. So it's not about, you know, what this government is doing or is not doing. It's about we as a people should come together and work. Well, because, you know, when you leave Gambia a long time and you come and you see that it's worse than it was and there are only few developments, you need to start asking yourself why, what happened, you know, and then start looking at the problems and start seeing where the problems are and how one can help to fix it. You understand? And this is what I did. This is why I said that it takes all of us to fix it.
More questions?
No, I think this is the end. Nobody has questions. But one thing is that I think people that have more questions, they will always come over, and then you should always open the door. Because as from now on, they will always call on you or call on your PA.
Yes.
Or bounce in. Because sometimes they come around this area, they just want to have interview with you without even telling you before.
Yes, like I said, we have to empower the press. We have to empower the young people. I see only young people here behind the cameras, behind the mics, you know, and I want to encourage you guys, because it's through encouraging you that you can be better, you can be the best that you can be. And I applaud all of you for taking the stand. I applaud you because, like I said, the youths are resilient, the youths are hardworking. I walk around me is all youths, and they're super hardworking. They run, they walk miles and miles to get it done, and I applaud you for that, and keep it up. I know it's hard, but trust me, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And on that note, I thank everyone, and like I said, stand with me, stand in solidarity, no matter what color you are, or what tribe you are, or what, how do you call it, religion or you're coming from. We're all one Gambia, we are Gambians. Thank you.
Pullo ko pular waɗi sabu wiwɗamo pullo leñol ka ɗengal ɗo min haalata ko yaari ka diina ko yaari ka dewle ko yaari ka neediji ɗin ko yaari ka gandal ko yaari ka julaaɓe men ɓen ko yaari ka laamuji men e kala pullo e ɓiɗɗo pullo ko woniri e ko jokki ko ɗo hewtoton jange min janno men jannodiren ko ɗo min jangata comme ko yaari hayen ɗindindi men inneteɗi adlam kata suudu ɗo ko e nde awlitande ɗo jangeten jannoton jannodiren jokkodiron e an ka nder suudu men ga e nde awlitande men leñol ko ɗengal alkamisa be alkamisa fuɗɗotunon ila ñande 26 ndun lewru porto innetendu septembre 26 septembre lewru porto homto ɗum watta nder Gambian Talents TV e hombo miijo mon on Aissatou Diallo on jarama.
Sa barbaja, sa